Well, big story coming in from Tamil Nadu this time. O Panneerselvam, a loyalist of Jayalalithaa, has been chosen as the Chief Minister, as the successor for Jayalalithaa, who is right now behind bars in Bangalore. The announcement came after a crucial meeting of the AIADMK. Panneerselvam is a key Jaya loyalist who had taken over the saddle on an earlier occasion when Jaya was forced to resign in the Tansy case in 2001. The Jaya loyalist was sworn in as a Chief Minister for 6 months from September 2001. Jayalalithaa rewarded him with key portfolios of finance and public works when the party came to power in 2011. So almost on the expected lines, O Panneerselvam, he was the front runner among many names doing rounds since yesterday. A man who is seen as an absolute loyalist to former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Jayalalithaa. Let me go across to Editor South, T.S. Sudhir. Sudhir, as we were talking about O Panneerselvam, give our viewers an outline of the kind of person he is and what swung it in his favor.
Well, if there is one factor, it would be the L factor, the loyalty factor, and that has really swung it for O Panneerselvam. In fact, I am here at the AIADMK headquarters in Chennai, where there are a whole lot of crowds. The legislature party meeting just got over, where Jayalalitha's choice of O Panneerselvam was basically endorsed by the MLAs who were present. A large number of them, in fact, were in Bangalore. Most of them came back to Chennai this afternoon, which is why the legislature party meeting was postponed from about 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock. With me is my colleague Srisha Reddy, who was also there at the legislature party meeting. Srisha, tell us what kind of a person is Panneerselvam? As Ankit was saying, what really swung it for him apart from the loyalty factor?
Well, he is a state finance minister, and this is not the first time that he is elected. Now that he is elected, he's not the first time that he will be the chief minister of the state. Even in 2001, when Jayalalithaa had resigned on constitution after the Supreme Court had termed her unconstitutional, her party thing. So now that he will be, and he's also very close to the Shashikala's family, and he's also from that community. So of course he does enjoy the loyalty one. The second one factor will be he's already been the chief minister, so he knows the nuances and how he has to, take the party forward. Right.
Also, Ankit, to add to what Srisha said, given the fact that elections are less than 2 years away, you would need someone with political experience and political acumen, and that's where O Panneerselvam will actually fit the bill, because he has been in government for a long enough time. He has been part of the party for a long. He knows what is in Jayalalitha's mind. He has fought many elections along with Jayalalithaa, so in that sense, he would be the right choice at the moment as far as the AIADMK is concerned. And also, being the senior most in the government, there wouldn't really be any kind of dissent against him, at least at the moment, at this point.
Almost on the expected lines, as T.S. Sudhir and his team has been bringing to us since yesterday. It was 99.9% sure that he would be the man, and now a stamp of approval has come through. Let me go across to Rohini Swami, who is joining us from outside the Raj Bhavan in Chennai. Rohini, by when is the new Chief Minister designate expected to come and meet the governor there?
Well, now that the legislative party has just got over, we're expecting them here. The initial time that was given to the MLAs to come with the final name of who could be the successor, that is O Panneerselvam, which has been just broken on headlines today. That was at 5 o'clock, but now it's been shifted to 6, because between 4:30 and 6 o'clock is an inauspicious time, or what is called Rahu Kalam. And that is why they're expecting the time at 6 o'clock now, when the MLAs will enter Raj Bhavan here and meet the governor of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Roshaya, with the name of O Panneerselvam to be the successor of Jayalalithaa.
Absolutely. Sudhir, also take us through now what will be the arrangement. We know he's a loyalist. Jayalalithaa right now is bundled up in the central jail in Bangalore. What will be the arrangement? How will things work as far as the new government is concerned? Because people are expecting him only to be the seat warmer. It will be Jayalalithaa who would have the remote control.
Well, the interesting part was when Panneerselvam was Chief Minister for 6 months in 2001-2002, he refused to even sit on the Chief Minister's chair. That was what, according to him, belonged to Jayalalithaa. So that's the extent of loyalty. Obviously, that's something which impresses Jayalalithaa. But having said that, yes, just like in 2001-2002, he will be a rubber stamp Chief Minister. The decisions will be taken by Jayalalithaa or a team which is actually set up by Jayalalithaa to advise and help Panneerselvam in his duties as Chief Minister. There could also be the possibility of a Deputy Chief Minister being sworn in, and the name doing the round is that of former Chief Secretary and presently advisor to the Tamil Nadu government, Sheila Balakrishnan, very close to Jayalalithaa. In fact, she visited the former Chief Minister at the Bangalore Central Prison earlier this afternoon in Bangalore. So in that sense, there could be some kind of a system worked out, because obviously it's not going to be possible for all these people to meet the former Chief Minister in Bangalore on a regular basis. So there will be some kind of an arrangement worked out. But of course, the big hope is that she will get bail. They are going to move the Karnataka High Court as early as tomorrow. So they are hoping that she would be getting bail from a higher court and she could be out. That could make matters much more simpler as far as governance in Tamil Nadu is concerned.
Absolutely. Let me also bring in my colleague Ratnika, who's joining us, in fact, from outside the Bangalore Central Prison. Ratnika, any sort of VVIP visit, some senior leader of AIADMK or some other loyalist of Jayalalithaa who's visiting her, or who in fact visited her before the decision was taken?
Since morning we've been seeing a lot of these cabinet ministers, MLAs, MPs going inside the jail premises to meet the former Chief Minister Jayalalithaa, but our police sources from inside the complex tell us that it was only Panneerselvam who was allowed to actually go and meet Jayalalithaa. Everybody else had to wait outside. They were not allowed to meet. So definitely after this announcement that Panneerselvam is now going to the Chief Minister, definitely 2 plus 2 adds to give 4. In fact, Sheila Balakrishnan, whose name was also doing the rounds that she might be the next Chief Minister, was not allowed to meet Jayalalithaa. In fact, she just left a while ago. And you know, it did seem like since morning that Jayalalithaa, sitting from the prison here in central Bangalore, central jail in Bangalore, has been really holding the reins and distributing and deploying work. So back to you.
Before I go back to Sudhir and Rohini, I would also want to know, Ratnika, what sort of a day has it been for the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu? What are the sources telling you behind, what has she been up to behind the jail complex, and how has her day been so far?
Well, the sources have been telling us that yesterday, because she was not feeling very well, she had reportedly slept off at 8 p.m. itself because she was not feeling very well. But today morning she has had the food that was being given to her. In fact, we've been told she had sambar rice for lunch. And she has been put in this special room, which is the superintendent's room, which has the air conditioner, television and phone at request. And we are also told, interestingly, that this was the same room where Yadurappa was also lodged when he was jailed. In fact, Sudhakaran, adopted son of Jayalalithaa, also he is sharing the cell with Janardhan Reddy, who was accused in the Bellary mining case. So those are some kind of interesting information that we were getting out from our sources from inside the jail complex.
Interesting, as you were saying, a lot of politicians sharing that jail cells there, of course. Neighbors now. Sudhir, coming to you, as far as we were talking about elections are concerned, it's still 2 years away, and now the whole emphasis on the Tamil Nadu government would be on somehow to bring Jayalalithaa to the fore. Despite she being behind the bars, there would be many schemes expected to be launched on her name. They want the public not to forget her.
Absolutely. In fact, as someone was telling me, in the AIADMK there is Jayalalithaa and the rest of them are all O Panneerselvam. And that's really the status. The rest of them really do not matter. In fact, if Jayalalithaa had actually handpicked any other person as to be the next Chief Minister, there wouldn't really be even a murmur of protest. But yes, just like in the Lok Sabha elections where she actually just introduced the candidate and the votes were actually for Jayalalithaa, it's going to be pretty much the same. The only difference being now that she's not at the helm of affairs as Chief Minister. So in that sense, they would try to keep her presence alive in terms of branding of the Amma product. In fact, there are a whole lot of Amma products which have already been launched when she was Chief Minister, and we can possibly expect that it would get an impetus, get a momentum with the new Chief Minister Panneerselvam actually launching many more products to ensure that it is Amma who still rules Tamil Nadu by proxy, and he's only doing a warm-up job as far as Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's chair is concerned. So
very quickly, before I go to Rohini, explain it to us that despite Jayalalithaa having complete control of AIADMK and just a rubber stamp Chief Minister, that she, and you very rightly put, everybody else are all O Panneerselvam. But it would not be as easy as many people would expect. She is not in Tamil Nadu, and also now the access to her, to the party cadre, to other people, and also to the cabinet would be very limited.
Well, Jayalalithaa was not really known to be a very accessible chief minister and party leader. Yes, the party leaders were crazy about her. They swore by her. But she was not someone who actually was accessible on a day-to-day basis. What would really change now is that she's not going to be there on the public stage anymore. It's going to be her nominee, O Panneerselvam, who is actually going to be ruling on her behalf. But given the fact that the 2011 elections and the 2014 Lok Sabha elections were won by the AIADMK on the single plank of corruption, the DMK's 2G corruption, now what happens is that in many senses it is square now. The DMK also accuses the AIADMK of corruption because their tallest leader has gone behind bars. So how would the 2016 assembly elections play out? That's going to be extremely critical because the DMK has now found a handle to beat the AIADMK with, and that aggression, that newfound aggression for Karunanidhi and his son Stalin and the DMK party is going to be the biggest challenge for Jayalalithaa, especially if she continues to be behind bars.
Absolutely. We'll talk more about DMK. So let me go across to Rohini Swami, who's standing at the governor's residence there. Rohini, take us through the program now. O Panneerselvam will come and he will meet the governor. What follows? By when will he be sworn in, and by when a new government in Tamil Nadu will take place?
Well, as I speak right now, the police deployment also is increased in front of Raj Bhavan, and we are expecting the MLAs to come in a short while from now. Like I said, they will be meeting exactly at 6 o'clock when this inauspicious time is over. But in terms of what is going to happen, expecting the swearing in to take place anytime in the next 24 to 48 hours. That's when O Panneerselvam will be sworn in. The whole idea of that, in case a deputy CM post also is announced, then that also will take place between the next again 24 to 48 hours. But the whole idea at this point of time is the MLAs will have to come with the final name of the elected candidate who they have elected as the chief ministerial candidate for Tamil Nadu, and hand it over to Tamil Nadu Governor Roshaya. But also on the back of the mind of the cadre also will be target 2016 in terms of elections. Because at the end of the day, Jayalalithaa now is behind bars, but she will be remote controlling from there. The cadre they have been saying that they will work. Amma, who's in active politics or not, their target is to see that Amma wins and sweeps 2016 again, and that will be the target of the cadre also.
Of course, and probably this is the best hope of the AIADMK to now garner a wave of support for Jayalalithaa. They have already been saying that it's a false case that has been slapped again. So thank you so much, T.S. Sudhir, Rohini Swami, and also Ratnika for joining us with all those details.